Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Right, that is your girl Miss K, and it's your girl Nita up in here. Nita the diva, your favorite diva. Okay, yeah, we're going over the Shy. We just watched it, all right, and we are ready. It's the Shy season 5, episode number 3, and it's called This Christmas. I like that whole little theme, especially when they had this thing called Christmas in July, which I've never celebrated before, and I'm kind of thinking about it. But anyway, I do like that, especially because it's summertime and you don't really get that. So, and Christmas is my favorite. So, how did you feel about the episode? Just kind of like a quick overview.
No, really, I enjoyed the episode. Like, if you remember me from last episode, I was just like, I'm just watching it. It's just like it's on, but
Right.
it's kind of drawing me in, drawing me in,
Mm-hmm.
drawing me in, and I did enjoy this episode because I think maybe because it was a little bit more lighthearted and it wasn't as serious, even though it touched on some serious things. I
Yes.
still enjoyed it, and I feel like they're still trying to draw me in. They're trying to get the people back. That's what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
How was the people like over here? They're trying to draw me
They
back.
like, Nita, let me get on over there to Nita. Hey KJ, what's up, girl? And Daria, Shanice, how you doing? So yeah,
Yeah.
hey, welcome to the Night Owls. Okay, we are here
Yeah.
to talk about the Shy. I told you guys I gotta get this stuff out because next week I'm not gonna really be able to do that much. So yeah, let's get into it. All right. Listen, it's Christmas, but right now it's December 23rd. And here we go, guys. This man over here putting a daggone mistletoe over his stuff. And he's sending it to Jada. Let's get our next guest up in here. You ready, next guest? Give me that thumbs up. If you ready, because I don't know if you ready. Give me the thumbs up whenever you ready. So
That was my alarm to wake me up.
oh see?
I said I'm not gonna miss another live. I'm gonna set an alarm.
Hey, Moochie, Scoochie.
Hi. You know what?
Hey,
He got a
support
lot of
baby.
damn nerve.
Yes, because how dare you put a mistletoe over your thingamajiggy?
I thought it was just me.
What's
He
wrong
got a
with
lot
you?
of nerve. He
That's
got
a
a
lot-
lot of nerve, and I'm not liking this the way this is turning out.
That's a little too rude for me. I'm sorry. Don't be putting no mistletoe. You trying to get me back? Don't be putting no mistletoe over your stuff. No, baby, no.
That's
Okay.
what they will do.
So
Let's see if she will fall for it. That's what I want.
right. But listen, okay, so while he over there doing that, we got Suede, and he's talking and making all these plans like, oh, we can go see my mom, my parents, this and that. We could do this, we could do that with the kids. Listen, I love Suede. I think I really do. And I just even earlier, tonight when we were talking about episode number 2, my main thing was that I didn't want him to get hurt. That was my main thing. I feel like, of course, he's too young for her, but hey, he's present. He's here. He's done way better than Darnell.
Yes. Why she?
Yeah, go ahead. You can say whatever.
I just don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, it's like, dude want to wipe the slate clean, and he's been a butthead the first 3-4 seasons.
Yeah, true.
It took for her to almost have a foot in the grave for him to say, "Oh, I love you now." No, exactly. F out of here. F out of here.
Exactly. F out of here.
Actually, what I like for it to showcase the other side of how women be. The thirst, the toxicity of it all, like whatever they want. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Look, I unsubscribed to that a long time ago.
Who's just a booty call?
Yeah. Hey, Karen. She said he's young, but he seems to be mature.
He's
right.
Mature.
Right. Absolutely.
If he endured a whole sickness with her and nursed her through that, no. I feel like she likes being in a toxic relationship.
She's tripping.
She's bugging, yo.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get further into her later. because you know what's gonna go on. So we're gonna dive into that deeper later on. Hey Eric, thanks for joining. And you know what? Look, she's like, oh, this sounds like a lot going on. But meanwhile, you know, she over here giggling and like, like, ooh, you know, she like all
like
of
a
this.
schoolgirl.
Yes, she likes
like
all of this.
Their whole relationship is like high school.
Yes, because that's where they started.
Yeah,
So it's
just
kind of like going
come
back.
on,
Yep,
man.
yep. So hey, Cinnamon. So you know she's like, oh, I'm just looking at a meme or whatever. And meanwhile, this dude over here talking about maybe we could go to Cabo for New Year's. Like he over here trying to listen. And she found a ring. That was annoying. That
You
she
found
found a
the
ring.
ring.
She found a ring. That was so annoying.
That's when you should have shut Darnell down.
Yeah, it was like, ooh, she found the ring. So it's just like, come on, girl. Ooh, that was annoying because I was thinking to myself, like, Dag, you just messed up the surprise. But then that, you know what happened later on, she came to him and we will get there.
Age. Okay.
So we said, he said, support gaming says this dude is Emmett's age. If I was Emmett, I'd beat the F out of him for messing with my mom's. I ain't calling you Pop. Nobody said to call him Pop.
Look, they already worked through that situation. They already worked through that situation.
Right.
Yeah. They went bowling last week, so he already knows that that's the happiest he's seen his mom
exactly.
with her.
And he respects it.
With him, excuse me.
Yes.
No, I disagree, support gaming. I feel like she's walking back into a toxic thing. He don't know how to keep his peen in his pants. And what's gonna happen when Big Booty Lala come back?
Right, because where is she? Even though he has made it, you know, he made his little gestures that, oh, I'll get on the phone with her right now and end it. And he really seems to be like dedicated to getting her back, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not gonna lie.
That's what they do. And then then you see the old him. Like you'll see the old him come back. A leopard don't change their spots.
I hope not. I mean, I don't believe. I don't know. I don't believe that all the way. You right, Moochie, but I don't believe that all the way. You see, because we're not gonna do. We gonna wait. We gonna wait because we on this for too long and we're not even.
All right, let's moving on. We're gonna circle back to it. Anyway. Let's get to the next. Because what did I miss?
You didn't miss nothing because we just started.
No. Okay.
This is the beginning. Right. You know when he's.
I had to hurry up and watch it.
Yeah, he's sending the D pics and all, so you know this is pretty much that.
Red flag. Red flag.
Red flag.
Throwing pins up against the window.
Ladies, please stop. Please quench your thirst. Get something.
Remember, he got a divorce in the beginning in last season.
Quench the thirst.
So, all right. So here's this situation now. We got Emmett. He's calling Tiff and he's telling her, look, you know, I want all my sons to be together for, you know, Christmas. All right. And she's like, what? And he said, and I want you to come too, because little EJ has never been without both of his parents together. And she's like, okay, well, you know, I got to bring my man too. I gotta respect him. And Emmett is like, what? Like, since when is he a man? I just thought he was your supplier, this and that. And she was like, oh, it's new, so I gotta respect him and all of this stuff. So Emmett was trying to keep it cool. And, you know, compared to last week, how he was ready, it seemed like he was ready to fight the dude. He did try to, you know, calm himself down. And who knows, you would think that if he's on this celibacy journey, that all of that pent up semen would make him a little aggressive, but it's doing something, honey.
And now I think he's getting a clearer head.
Yes, Master Marshawn might be on to something, okay? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Eric. He says, can we talk about how Emmett just forgot about his other two kids and baby mamas, LOL, or is it bad writing? No, the other two kids were there. Yeah, the other two kids were there. He's been, remember in last week's episode, he had all of them. And he was doing breakfast and dinner and reading them stories. So he's had them. And they were there for Christmas as well.
Yep, that's the first time actually Eric Iverson, we all seen them together was last episode in a long time.
Mamas. I think he's talking about the baby mamas. The other baby they have moved on because Emmett is not into
they're done. They're done.
They've been done with him.
Yeah, they're done with him. Yeah. So Eric
Emmett
Iverson.
about to have a ball.
Thank you
Okay, I
again
think
for
EJ
the
might
super
be worse
chat.
than Emmett when he gets older. His
Hold on.
parents' relationship is a lot more dysfunctional than
Wait, hold
Jada
on.
and Darnell.
Let me
Wow.
read it. But thank you again, Eric, for the super chat. What did he say? He said, I think EJ might be worse than Emmett when he gets older. His parents' relationship a lot more dysfunctional than Jada and Darnell. Yeah, but how much has he been subjected to though?
I don't know.
I
wouldn't agree that. I mean, I wouldn't totally agree to that comment.
You can't. Yeah, you can't write it off, but you can't totally agree because we don't. We don't really know yet. But in episode 2, he tells his mom that my mom said. I mean, he tells Emmett that my mom said you can't hit me. Like, what the heck was that all about? So that's neither here nor there.
No,
but
I caught that, but the second thing really got me. You only my dad on the
weekend. Yeah, so it's like she already feeding stuff into his brain. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the heck is that? All right, so
this is what makes me call her a bird.
Yeah,
I love the girl as an actress, but it's like they got her doing, birdish things.
Yep.
Like you be seeing a feather fly out her mouth.
So anyway, next we get to this scene where once again, like, last week she was on a high school stuff like I Kissed Darnell, but this time she's over at Dre and Nina's house and they having a little Christmas get together and everything, and they're talking about how she found the ring. And I love how Dre is so here for it and acting like that mushy romantic. She was like, oh my gosh. Remember how she leaned back and then Nina was kind of looking like, look at this. Like, what is she doing? Nina is acting like she's not here for it. Dre is here for it. I'm like, what in the heck is going on? So
I think it's showing 2 different parallels of people being in different parts of their relationship. You know how in the relationship you're not really on the same page, and it feels like they are on different pages, and the other girl is relating to the other girl, and the other girl is not. You know what I'm saying? That's what that felt like.
Yeah, and it's like they're kind of they're viewing it subjectively, because they're attaching their own feelings to what's going on in Jada's situation. So this is when she was like, oh no, we don't want to, because Tracy was like, how come we didn't get the group chat of Darnell's D pic? And Dre is like, don't nobody want to see this man old.
Right, who do that? We ain't doing that.
Right. So listen, guys, I had to capture this right here. When she gonna say, y'all, I feel safe with him, because this is when they're sitting there and they're talking about, like, what is the secret? They're asking Nina and Dre, what's the secret to your relationship and all of this stuff? And they was like, child, it's therapy and all of that, right? Because they over there lovey-dovey with each other. And I do feel a little bad for Tracy in this moment, because she's kind of looking like, what am I? Like, what am I to, like, is me and Duda in a relationship? And first you got what's her name, Jada, over there talking about maybe me and Suede should go to counseling. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why? You know what I mean?
What she want?
Huh?
She know what she wants.
Right. I'm like, why go to counseling? You the one that seemed to got the problem. Suede seems to be, fine.
He know what he want.
Yeah. And so then that's when you have Tracy over there looking all sad, like, I want what they have, but I don't know if me and Otis are a couple, and but y'all, I feel safe with him. And they were like, Nina was like, you might need to unpack that right there, like that statement right there, because in the live that I did earlier, we were talking about, I think your queen Yolanda she was in the building, and she was saying that man, she need to not trust him. Okay, he's a freaking scary dude. And I said, yes, you need to be careful with him. He's a psychopath. He got
a violent side to him.
Yes, and she up here talking about I feel safe with him. I mean, if that's not an oxymoron, honey, I don't know.
How do you feel safe with him and dude got shot and he was the mayor? How? Explain this to me. How do you feel safe? And he was shot by a woman. He knows, but I don't think everybody knew it was a woman that shot him.
I mean,
how do you feel safe?
I do not know what in the world that was about, but they was like, listen, boo, you need to probably go to therapy on your own first. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good suggestion.
It really was, because I don't know. And I did mention that, she is weak, because on last season she said that she don't want nothing to do with him, right? Mm-hmm. And so why, as soon as he come into town, soon as he come in town, she got the dress on with the sexy bra and all. I'm like, what?
She got all of this showing.
Yes. Ready. Red tea. Okay, so Patty says, yes,
how
Tracy always want what she don't need.
Yo, read the next one. Karen
Jones said, how do you not know if you're a couple when he has a whole wife? Right.
Word.
And then she did mention that. So it is that part, like he needs to get a divorce first. Like, what's the problem here? Did you want to add anything, Nita?
Y'all don't want to hear what I want to say.
Just go on and say
I just don't want to be judgmental, but I just want, my whole thing is this, I just want you to do better. That's it. That's it. I'm just going to say do better. Does that help? Does that make me more likable? I don't know. Do better.
Don't worry about that. Just say what you got to say, whatever. Did you want to add something, Moochie?
I agree with Eric Iverson. She is hypnotized by his pipe game. And
child, right? You almost can't, don't know what.
Wait. Did we get to the part where he said no? Did we get to the part where they did the prayer? And
oh no, I don't even know why I don't have that picture yet. That's so weird. But I am gonna. Some of the stuff is not,
because I have something to say about
some of the stuff is not in order. So I will let y'all know that some of the stuff is not in order. But we're just gonna, every little scene that I show is what we're gonna talk about, but it's not in order.
Okay, that whole devil in the red dress and all that stuff after they do the prayer. I have something to say about that.
Okay,
as it pertains to her, but I don't know if it came before or after.
So I think this was before, because this was this was after that. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Okay.
All right. So now, after they're having this conversation, what's her name over here, Jada. We get back and her iPad it goes off and clearly he has the codes. And he's like, what in the heck is going on? So obviously it's the mistletoe dingling situation. Hey, pretty girl. She said, just thought y'all was live slumber party. It sure is, girl, slumber party. Without the pajamas, because we've been live kind of like these last few hours, right? All night. So look, he like, what the heck is going on? So he goes over to this man's house, punches him in the daggone face, and he's like, what is up with you? Are you in love with her? That's when Emmett's daddy want to talk about I've been in love with her since the first day I saw her in high school. I just didn't know how to love her.
Yeah, get out of here with that nonsense, yo. I'm sorry. I understand. It might be true. It might be true, but too little too late.
Right, like he's like Suede said. It's too late. You can say that, but it's too late. Okay. Like, what the heck? You wanted to add something, Nita?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to add something on this one, because for me, I feel like this is what I like. I like a man-on-man confrontation.
Yes.
Like, you doing all this sneaky shit behind the scenes. That's why I don't fuck with Darnell. I don't F with him. I'm sorry. I don't F with him. He is flawed. I don't like him. He does things underhanded because he's playing towards a woman's what is that? I don't under whatever the woman's manipulation that they have programmed women to be on. You know what I'm saying? Women are programmed to be on like, oh, I want a toxic dude. I want that dude. It's something weird. I don't know. I've programmed myself. I'm not that person no more. So, but what I do like about him is that Sway, he didn't confront Jada.
Right.
He confronted him. And that's what I like. I like when men confront men. And I didn't like when Darnell didn't fight for her. So it means that she didn't mean nothing to him, because he knows that in some way he still got her. He got her in some kind of thing, and he ain't gotta be going to blows with this dude. He just feel like this dude just gonna lose just because. Even though he the better dude, I just feel like he gonna lose anyway because of the way women have been programmed in society, especially Black women. It's terrible. It's terrible.
He listen, Jada been weak for him. That's one thing I can say, because earlier in the live I said I feel like they didn't do good. Like the follow-up is kind of weak from last season to this season. The follow-up stories is a little weak on the weak side, but they definitely kept it consistent to where Jada being weak for Darnell. She always been weak for Darnell. Look, anytime he push up on her, she almost be ready. I've seen it. So, she always has this weakness. And listen, I can't say nothing about that.
He must have been her first.
Yeah. Patty says, I hope she don't go back to Darnell, because folks always miss something when it's gone. Yeah. Hey, Brillo, what up, though? You up, though?
Up,
hey.
I think that first thing is
Eric Iverson said that he does look. I do think he looks a little bit like Meek Mill. Yes. What you say, Nita?
I was saying that first thing is a thing, and I feel like that Keisha and Emmett may be parallel, whatever.
Yes, I got you.
It may be doing the same thing that Darnell and Jada is doing at the same time. Yeah, like meeting up later on in life and that whole thing. But I feel like neither one of them are going to work out, because the people are who they are. So when somebody show you who they are, that's who they are.
That's it.
I bet.
Hey, Inga.
That I feel like Emmett wasn't mature enough yet.
No, Emmett's definitely not mature enough.
Lesson now.
Yeah. Inga says, hey ladies, I haven't been able to watch, but I'll catch up soon. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Thank you so much. And yes, just hashtag replay. Love you, girl. Right, Eric Iverson says, young dude need to confront Jada. He is in a relationship with her. Darnell don't owe him nothing. Like, I hate when women confront the mistress instead of her man.
You know what? That is a double entendre.
Yeah,
I definitely understand what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm glad he knocked the earpiece out of his ear.
I feel like Darnell knew. I feel like Darnell knew. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the obligation is to Jada.
Yeah. So in this situation, like, I get what you're saying, Eric. You do want to confront the spouse or the significant other, but in this situation, I think it is justified that Sway goes to confront Darnell, because he knows they're in a relationship, and he over here sending her pics with mistletoes over it. Like, he's crossing the line. So yes, I'm gonna go, and it's not like he saw Jada sending something. You know what I mean? He's seeing this man sending his girl pictures that are inappropriate.
He's crossing the line. I agree.
Yeah. So that's that. So we're going to move on to this scene right here. And this is with the ladies. They're just talking, and they're talking about how, the divorce is official, or about to be official. Is it official or is it about to be?
He signed the paper.
He signed the paper. So it's about to be official. And, they just talking, and, we gotta be a blended family. We gotta make this work and everything. And this is, Tiffany sounding like she's happy where she is. You know what I'm saying? And here we have this chick over here, Keisha, talking about, well, what if he move on to somebody else?
I feel like this is strategic.
Let me get her quote, boo-boo.
Strategic.
How you gonna feel if he move on to somebody else? Go ahead, Nita, speak on it, because you said it.
Baby, I feel like she felt like this was coming on, but the whole thing about this situation, I'm gonna speak to this situation generalized. people gravitate to what's familiar. So familiarity is what grabs people. And even though Keisha had Christian and he was a good dude, I just feel like she wanted to go back to something that was familiar. And that is just a defense mechanism. That's a trauma response. It's just something that somebody wants to do. You want to have something that's familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
And Emmett was familiar. We saw it in season 1, episode 1, first scene.
Yeah, I think at first it was familiar, and then she wasn't. We saw how they worked together, and then it was like she was able to separate herself from him without feeling attached in any way. But as they were friends, they always had like this kind of connection as friends. So I think that's something that drew them even closer and attracted them to each other more, because they were good friends to each other. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to add something, Moochie?
I feel like with this whole situation, I feel like their friendship has evolved, and it started from right before she got abducted.
Mm-hmm.
Their relationship changed to a friendship.
Yes.
And now that I believe that he's doing this celibacy thing, I feel like they have more time to grow as a friendship before they even get back into a relationship.
Yep.
They're learning how to be nice to one another. They're learning,
they're bonding over single parenthood.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call that trauma bonding though. So I mean,
no, I don't think so.
I don't think it's any kind of bonding like that. I feel like they're in the same situation.
They're just
and
bonding.
they're helping each other.
Yeah. If they're in the same situation,
I don't think it's trauma.
I don't think it's trauma though.
Mm-mm.
They both experience hurt and loss, and they're both dealing with the same thing.
Well, no, they're both she experienced the more trauma than he did. In her situation. Trauma. It's not. They're not bonding over trauma. What they were talking about was the fact that they're both single parents. Mm-hmm. Like Emmett has never known how it felt to be a single parent.
No.
And now he does. And now he's like, oh, we need to have a little hotline. That's all they're bonding over is that. And so to me, I wouldn't say that's traumatic. Maybe somebody, who's in that situation and probably feels like it's traumatic, but I guess it's subject to the person, whoever. It's your opinion, I guess. So
but,
huh?
He got Reg to beat up the coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because somebody put it. He put it.
Patty. Emmett has always loved Keisha. Remember, he beat up Coach for meth. Yeah, he got Reg to do that. Patty also says that's why I say she shouldn't go back with him because he's crossing the line. He don't even have respect for her relationship. He thinks she's just having fun with the young man. Yeah. Support Gamer says obviously Keisha and Emmett gonna be together. Yeah, they setting that whole thing up. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I believe they started that from when he was the only person that was able to get her to talk after her whole traumatic experience with the kidnapping.
Yep. So, and this thing is too, I don't know why they inserted Christian, but whatever. This maybe because she needed somebody. She needed to know that there was nice guys out there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, and it ain't work out for Suede. So they're really, you guys are really teaching something here, guys. You're really teaching it. You're really letting it be known that the nice guys don't win, and that is so freaking sad.
Yeah, but it's like they don't like decent men.
Yeah,
this show,
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, they don't have to write it like that either,
Yeah, I mean,
sheesh, Bob.
That's what y'all want. Y'all don't want
everybody. Let's don't say y'all.
So here we got they kissing. We already knew that was gonna happen. Me and her got the same nails almost. Okay. Now they kissing and they like, listen, okay, it's getting late now. He's like, listen, I'm celibate now. It's getting late now. You got to go home. Do you need a ride, girl? Because you cannot.
No, you ain't getting in the car with me. Yeah. And he be rolling around in that back seat and the baby be somewhere else.
And she's in the backseat all, smiling, and she is just in her zone right now. She's feeling good. So, yeah, it's on its way. All right. Now, I wanted to talk about this scene real quick because I like that Bakari, I feel like he's coming around. I felt like this is what they're trying to do, make Bakari come around. I would never have guessed that they would try to put Bakari into, into the script more than they are doing, and just being like a little terror, freaking roaming the streets, being a daggone troublemaker. Mm-hmm. I like how he was able to tell, first of all, Papa, he needs help. All right. I love Papa. I think his heart, he means well, but he's too busy trying to show people that he's doing good. Even when he said the food came from Smokies, he was like, "Oh, but it was my idea." Like, he's too busy trying to get credit for stuff. And I don't like.
That's That's what I should fell
or fell on the ground, right? Like, or fell on the floor. Like, I'm just like, you know what? She was like, you gotta stop this. You're just being a klutz. Anyway, so then we have Bakari just coming up. So now we do see that he obviously listened to Trig and Shaw when they said, you better bring your butt down to the daggone rocks. And okay, so he's there and he tells Papa, he's like, you want to go for a smoke? Then they start talking and he tells him, listen, you need to stop worrying about what people think, because once you do that, you're going to be happier. And it's crazy that he would say something like that. He is kind of like a lone wolf. You do see him by himself a lot. Does he take his own advice? I don't know. We don't really know that much about him. You know what I'm saying? Right? What you say,
no.
Moochie?
Oh, we know enough about him. He's shooting people in their heads.
And getting away with it and walking around.
No, we don't know. We don't know much about him. I'm standing by that because we don't know this kid like that. We know he's been terrorizing the neighborhood, but we don't know him. Like, we don't know like his background. We don't know.
We're making excuses for people.
No, I'm not making excuses for him, but I just wanted to talk real quick about this. I don't want to dive in and go so deep about Bakari. All I know is, look, Patty said, yes, Bakari was showing he can be vulnerable. I love that. Exactly. So I'm not making no excuses for what he did. I told you I could not stand this kid, but I just like how they're turning things around and they're trying to extend help to him because he is a lost child at the end of the day. Right. I am not making no excuses. Now. This is a mother-loving TV show, and I'm looking at it like that. All right. If it comes to somebody how it is for in real life, I don't know. I'm not talking about that. I don't have nothing to say to that. I'm talking about TV. That's it. Just a character on the show. I like what they're doing with him.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so in the beginning, I know I'm revisiting. So Cool J used to hang out with Bakari. And all of the kids too.
No, I feel like that's something they threw in there.
Yeah, because
Coogie was always by himself. So
thank you.
So okay, that was just something that they threw up in there.
Coogie got killed in the first episode, right? So we don't know who he was with, right?
Huh?
Coogie, the way they made it seem, they seem like
first episode, season 1, episode 1.
Yeah,
we don't know who he was with, right?
Right.
They made it seem like he was hanging out with
I don't know. I ain't making no excuses. And
what's his name? Kevin and all of them.
Mm-hmm. He was a terror. Like, he just used to be in the neighborhood. Remember when they had the blackout? He was the one being the troublemaker towards Kevin and Gemma and all of that. He was just a little bastard on the street, just such a freaking troublemaker. And I just could not stand his character. And I just kind of felt like they knew that they wanted to get rid of Ronnie. They can't have a good ending. So they threw Bakari in there to shoot Ronnie and say that it was for Coogie, and he's supposedly Coogie's best friend, when Coogie looked like he used to have fun all by his daggone self. Now, if that's the story they want to tell, then that's what they do.
And hanging out at the bodega.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Whatever. All I know is I like this little scene right here, and he kind of helped Papa along the way. That's it.
I don't think so. Listen,
he helped Papa.
What I will say is that I feel like he helped Papa onto the wrong side of the tracks, and that's what I was leaving. That's why I leave it, because Papa is on the side that he's trying to be good and do good things, and we know that Bakari is not that person. And you want to smoke? What is that? What?
But Papa already smoked.
Papa already been smoking.
Yeah,
he has gotten contact. He's not smoked.
Didn't he start smoking with his friends already last season or something?
I thought he smoked with Kevin.
Okay,
he was smoking with Kevin. Yeah, he started smoking with Kevin.
He got contact. I've never seen him smoke.
He normally doesn't, but I think whatever happened with his dad or something like that, he took a little smoke because he was stressed out. So you're right, he doesn't normally do it, but he's doing it this time, you know. So I wouldn't necessarily say he's trying to lead him to the wrong side of the tracks. I feel like this was Bakari's moment to just be another kid talking to a kid. You don't listen. Bakari has always been a freaking troublemaker, and for him to lend a comforting, some comforting advice to this kid is a change.
Not for nothing.
Oh, that's what you think. That's fine.
Not for nothing.
That's fine. I feel like they're trying to make a change with Bakari. That's what I feel like.
And but I think Papa is going to die for that. So
I hope not.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Put it out.
No. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that
Where's Lamont's look?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that been saying that Papa is probably going to die.
Because
I gotta get my book and write this down.
They write.
And because of that, because of this whole little interaction with them, that's unfortunate that's something that was in my mind, that Papa, but that does not mean that he's gonna die because of Bakari. He could die because maybe he starts hanging out with Bakari, and Bakari got some prior beef, and somebody tried to kill Bakari, and it wound up killing Papa.
Bakari is not a good person. Is what I keep trying to.
I understand what you're trying to say, and that's fine. All right, let's move on. So now we got this whole situation. It's Christmas Day, and this Negro, he's giving her all of these name brand gifts, and I was pretty surprised when Tiffany says, I like thoughtful gifts, not expensive ones. I was kind of surprised at that. She's like, I'm not really into all the name brand stuff. So, and she winds up getting him a freaking black sheep. Like, talk about thoughtful gifts, all right? But I'm sorry. We also see in this episode that this guy is very non-traditional, and we don't really know his background. Talk about not knowing somebody. We don't know anything about him, where the family he comes from. Like I said, he's the black sheep of the family. We don't know nothing about this guy. And when he was talking to Tiffany, she brought it up again, saying, you don't want to, you don't want to consider having an open relationship. And he's saying, look, it's just going to be me and you. And if that's not what you want, you need to say it. Okay. Now, I'm afraid that because we don't know this man that much, and if Tiffany steps out on him, he might hurt her. That is what I think. Go ahead, Nita.
For me, this situation is a situation, again, where a man is talking out of two sides of his neck. 1 minute he said, well, why you want to do the traditional thing, or what your parents say you want to you want to celebrate Christmas and traditions. I got a child, I got to do this. My parents don't play about that. We got that, right? Oh, then he was saying, I ain't tripping about you being out there and you doing whatever you want to do. He said that in like 1 or 2 episodes ago. And then this episode, I'm a traditional man. Listen.
Yeah, he changing everything up.
They speak to whatever you want to hear. If you are a woman that want to hear anything, he going to speak to whatever you want to hear, and he's going to play into that. He's going to play into that role. She said, we don't know each other like that. Bitch, you shouldn't be in there with your child and yourself in that situation. You don't know him.
One. Okay, so you said the death prediction is Papa. I'm writing it down. That's why.
Yeah. Support Gaming says that remember when everyone thought Christian was a secret killer or a creep? Now you thinking this man went exactly. So, no one can ever really, I don't know. Look, yeah, we're gonna there's definitely gonna be, I didn't think that. There's definitely gonna be probably a tragic death, probably. And people been trying to kill Papa or for the past 2 seasons. So I just hope that they don't go that route. But whatever. I have no idea. I think that my prediction would be that Bakari is going to finally change for the better and he will get killed. And that would be something that would probably be hurtful or something, because it's like just the same way as Ronnie, he became the hood hero and then he got taken out. The same thing will probably happen with Bakari. I don't know. That is just my thought with that. I hope they're not. I don't see the sense of them trying to have Bakari, turn, just kind of trying to turn over a new leaf, and then all of a sudden he's really not doing it for that. I don't freaking know, whatever. But anyway, do you have anything to say about this? Because I just feel like he can't really be trusted. Like in my last recap, I was saying that I like how he's trying to be respectful of the situation. But I also feel like because we don't know him, we got to be very careful of him. I've made a prediction in my in last season that Tiffany could possibly get herself killed out here in these streets trying to be for everybody. And I don't know if this is the man to do it. And we just won't really see it coming like that. But he did tell her, it was almost to me like a warning. If that's not what you want, you need to say that. And we see that Tiffany, as much as she's trying to, be into him, she's still trying to float that idea around of being open.
Yep.
Okay.
I wrote your prediction down too.
Community cooch. So
she want to be for the streets.
Yes. All right. She wants to give back. So when we're getting into the whole Christmas vibe, I feel bad for Trig because he has to pretend. And unfortunately, this whole pretend situation wouldn't have taken place if his mother didn't come in and be, giving them praise and saying, oh, I that's all I wanted for Christmas. I don't need nothing else. I'm so proud of you. All of this stuff. So they over there taking fake pictures. Now, I want to get back to that. But now, it's like I said, it's Christmas Day. And Moochie, go ahead and talk about this because we were talking about the whole situation with Darnell and Jada. And Darnell comes by on Christmas freaking Day while her man is in the house. He's in the apartment. Okay.
No, he's doing too much, yo. Yeah. I don't like this.
I know.
I don't like this.
I didn't know how to love you. And, look, I'm sorry, but the way the actors are doing it is very believable.
It's supposed to be. That's how they do.
It's very believable. Like he's very serious about this. He's been obsessing over Jada for a few days. And I'm with you, Moochie, when you say that it took him all this time, and it was because Jada was she knew she was dying almost.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. And I believe he's sincere about it, but I think it took her to almost die, which is sad.
Okay. Patty got a good point.
Where is it?
The last one comment she made.
Okay. Tiff want to be open because she tired of catching feelings and getting hurt. Honestly, I don't think she really want that, but it's a coping mechanism.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. I think Tiffany's a hoe, I hate to say it like that. She's a hoe. She's been a hoe. But you still have a good point on Patty. Yeah, you might have a point because a lot of times girls are promiscuous for a reason, a lot of times anyway. So who knows why she was promiscuous when she first got with Emmett in the first place.
Was she promiscuous before Emmett?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember he had that fight at the house party over her?
No.
He was saying how he needed a DNA test because it could be every dude in the South Side baby and all of this stuff. Yeah, she been out here. So now back to this situation. she's being buttered up, okay? And she was like, "Are you serious?" And he was like, "I'm as serious as my," what he said, "my Bluetooth headphones," or something like that.
And that goes to your face.
And that goes back to Brillo, where he said his Bluetooth is legendary, and it sure is, okay? Brillo, Jesus, K. Yes, okay, shoot, she is. It is what it is. All right, and this is a cute scene as well. We were talking about earlier before you came on, Moochie, that this was kind of like a feel-good episode, not too much drama going on, and we saw a lot of heartfelt, a lot of heartfelt moments. And I love this moment where the mom Peaches, she's there cooking, and then we got Deja coming over and dropping off some type of little maybe a sweater or something nice, just different from what he's used to. And he's still keeping it traditional, guys. This guy is really been institutionalized. It's taken some time to catch up to the times, and he made her a tape, but everything that he's doing is on the romantic tip, because he's saying, look, this is how I got through in jail, and I made you a tape, kind of basically same way how he used to do his stuff. So I thought this was really cute. Did you want to add anything, anybody? Moochie?
Yeah, people used to make tapes back in the day for you when they like you. It's the slow jams for you. You like, yeah, thank you, boo.
Right.
Thank you, babe.
Did you want to add something to this one, Nita?
The only thing that I really wanted to add is that I was given the crackhead mom a benefit of the doubt, but I felt like I saw something in this episode.
Me too.
Me too.
Made me like,
yep, we're gonna get there.
Eye on you, bitch.
Yes.
Because you didn't come around until
Otis came around.
Yeah. And I feel like he brought her back to
Yep. And we're gonna talk about that because I was not happy.
It's twofold. It's Tiara and it's that mother. I don't trust neither one of them. It's like you gotta do all sides or whatever.
Let me see if I could find it first.
I feel like they are working on all sides, and I watched that and I was like, "Oh, bitch!"
Yes,
you only came back when, because it was like it. The thing is that the scene cut right when he was like, "Well, who's your daddy or who is funding it?" And the next door was her. I was like.
See, the thing that got me with this is that she came by. She's like, "Oh, I was just dropping you off a plate," because he's like, "Not now," And he's like, "I'm just dropping you off a plate, dang," And that kind of touched his heart right there. But then she was about to leave, and she turns around and she says, "I never thought I'd see the day. You taking care of your little brother. You got shot in, you taking care of him like you always have, and now you got this beautiful black woman on your side and everything, and I'm so proud of you. I don't need nothing else for Christmas." And before she said that, he was on the fence already. He didn't like it. He said, "I'm not gonna fake nothing." And then as soon as his mother left, it was like that tugged on his heartstrings. So that means he still got a soft spot for mommy. And as soon as she left, he signed that freaking paper. And I said, "Oh, I don't like that."
He knew. He just like she was paid to leave.
She was paid to come back.
Boy, yes, she's paid to do whatever she gotta do to get him on board to do whatever they want him to do.
So then, all right. So if we take it this,
on it though, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hold. Let me just say this real quick. So if we're going this route with it, right? You have to think. So who's behind the city council situation? Does that mean that Duda's behind? Duda and Quentin. Hold on, Duda and Quentin are behind the city council situation, because that means that this whole thing has been planned, strategically, right? Because, and my thing was, why would they vote him city council when they just saw a video of him beating up a kid? It didn't really make that much sense to me, right? But also, how does Duda know that Trig still has that soft spot and that his mother could still get him to do
all
it? You know what I'm saying?
No,
not all.
Not all. All children who have a mother or father wound, that is still vulnerable. And usually it's not exploited by other men. It's usually exploited by women. So for a man, a woman may be able to exploit it, but for men, usually men think they on code. Oh, we looking out for other men or whatever. So he already know he can't trust Duda. And but at the same time, Duda, it feel like he just like I know what it is. Like he knows him from a child, and if he didn't know him, then Q knew him. The other older dude, the dude that was in jail. Like I feel like they know, just like they knew how to buy her his mother. It's the same cycle. That's why I keep trying to tell you, like it's so important to break generational cycles because it is a manipulation tool. And so that's why I'm always so leery to the stuff that people do, because I'm like, I know it's manipulation. I've been under it. I've done it. I've worked through it. So, that's all I just keep trying to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I got you.
I feel like it was orchestrated from the beginning. When they came to Tracy, they had pulled her. Once they pulled her in and told her, "Look, the only way this is, if the only way this is going to happen, I'm funding your project. I'm funding your whole community center, and you can either get down or lay down.
Yeah,
it's going a long way, and we bringing him in. The old school is taking the city back, but you got to have a young guy.
Right.
To be the face of the city. And somebody did say that in the comment. I'm gonna give them their credit.
Yeah, that's Patty. Patty said
she's hitting every nail on the head.
And
tonight.
then she said that's why Duda had her go get Jake from school first, and she butted up Jake to get Jake to take her to Victor.
Exactly. And that was the next thing.
I hate
this. On that list. When I peeped that last week when he said Duda only put her on the list because she's my mom,
not because he thought she would show up.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay.
Oh, it's so annoying. I hate that because she's so believable. Like, oh, I just want my boys back, and Jake is happy because his family is back.
Not exposed.
Oh, gosh,
that's what I'm worried about.
I don't like it. Let me try to get back on the track that I was on. So we were here, right? Because everything seems to be going well for Christmas. Huh? No, it's okay. No, it's fine. Because like I said, I was trying to hurry up and the stuff wasn't in order. So yeah, it looks great. Jake gave her a picture that he had. I really feel bad for Jake in these kind of moments because this is the reason why Trig was leery about letting her back in, because he's trying to protect his brother. He's trying to probably protect himself as well, but he's mostly looking out for Jake. That's his little brother. He's trying to help him out. Yes.
What I want to say is that it feels like she showed up in the same fashion that the devil in the red suit showed up.
Let me make sure I got that. I don't have that.
The devil in the red, when they said that prayer and said that I want to make sure that we can feed the community.
How do I not have
and they walked in, and then next thing you know, it was a whole community
thing.
Center full of stuff, and the same thing, they walked into this whole situation, and the crackhead mom all of a sudden had a whole thing to feed the whole family, and
where's she getting all this money from?
It feels like it's all orchestrated.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're probably gonna have to just talk about it because I did have the picture. I took the screenshot.
No, it's fine.
But it was, and I thought it was such a cute picture with them holding hands. And sometimes I know that she's in love with Duda, but sometimes I look at them and I'm like, I be wondering.
He is playing her.
I'm talking about her and Trig. Like I be looking at them like,
oh no,
could it be a situation? Like I've been looking at that since last season. Like sometimes when they work close together, but he had Imani at the time, so I was like, I don't know, maybe not. But now Trig done came. I mean, Duda done came back. So who freaking knows?
So
Huh?
I said she got a badonkadonk. I mean, I guess that's
the
only.
She's like the older version of Tiff.
So it's Christmas, and she done listen. She was happy that he came and laid it down, but she woke up in the morning because it's Christmas, and it's one of the hardest times, the holidays, because of her child. So I do feel bad for her in this situation, and we got this guy right here and saying, well, we're here, we're gonna make new memories and all that good stuff. Now I love this scene, like, not the fact that I like them together. It's just that looks so beautiful with that outfit. Yes, it's so pretty, and he's, so it looks cute. If we didn't know what the heck was going on and that this was the freaking devil in disguise, it would just be perfect, right? And especially that outfit that she got on is so cute. Now
y'all don't think he's genuine with his feelings?
I feel like he's genuine. I feel like he's as genuine as he could be with her.
Right.
Okay. I do feel like he has feelings for her, but he's a psychopath. But he's a psychopath first.
Put that picture again, Miss K. That picture to me made her look a little not angelic, because she's not in white or anything, but because she's so bright, it made her look a little innocent, and because she's trying to do things positive for the community. That's my death prediction, is Tracy.
Oh, I'm writing this down. Hold on.
That's crazy, yo.
Another one for Nita.
So we see here also, before we get out of here, we got to wrap it up, guys. But we see these folks, everything's, listen, they wanted to feed 500 folks. It's working out. It's looking good. You even got Peaches down there helping out. So it's looking like a Christmas miracle. Okay.
All right. So you said Papa and Tracy. And you said Bakari.
Yes. All right. Now this. Go ahead, Moochie.
Oh, I was gonna say, did y'all see the coming attractions when Emmett's place gets robbed and he gets a gun pulled on him? No. I hope it's not him.
I didn't.
I'm gonna write down Emmett.
Oh no, I don't want it to be Emmett.
People
been calling for his death too. Now they've been calling for Emmett. They've been calling for Papa. So I
can see it. I can see it, but I hope not. But I didn't see the coming attraction, so I don't know.
Yeah, Patty. Where does Play Niece come from? Looking like a grown version of Gemma. The unnatural version.
We didn't see this episode 1.
No, she wasn't in this.
She was in last week's episode.
She was in last episode.
But so I wanted to bring up this one right here, this scene, because they're just chilling, they're talking, the gang, and I found it funny that, first of all, Lene rightfully called Jake trifling. I do love Jake, but little bro is trifling. And he told her, he said, at least my family's not effed up. I was like, what are you talking about? Your family is effed up. And she said it too. She was like, your family is effed up, nigga. Like, what you talking about? So I'm glad that she did bring that up, because it was like, how you, the pot calling the kettle black? Like, what are you talking about?
Maisha made it a point. Everybody family.
Yeah, everybody's dysfunctional. Calm down. Like, chill with all of that. So in this situation right here, this is when they all kind of get serious, because she mentions about her brother not being there. Everybody got the plans and she wanted her brother. So, everybody kind of got sensitive to that. They stopped with the being disrespectful and the jokes or whatever. And I love Kevin, because he really wanted this for her. He tried, he went to Trig and he was like, can you try to get, her brother? Can you try to find Jamal? Trig did try to find Jamal. We know that it didn't work out. And, Lene was very, very hurt. And we also saw that not just her, you even saw how hurt Kevin was.
Yeah.
So
he let her down. He felt like he hurt her even more.
Yeah. And I hate the fact that, once she told, how many of y'all knew that once he told her what the surprise was, it wasn't going to happen?
No, I didn't.
I knew
When I
it.
seen him come there, then I figured he probably got locked up. I was hoping he wasn't gonna say he was dead.
If he would have kept the surprise, I would have probably not expected it. But once he told her what it was, I was like, yeah, he ain't there. He ain't there. Yeah. So Kev spoke too soon. Exactly. He spoke too soon. And I would have just been like, girl, you don't like surprises. Oh well, you're gonna get one today, you know.
She did.
So we got this scene right here real quick. I just wanted to show, Kevin, he's trying to get his little Mac on with his little girl, and he saw her reading this book, so he decided to buy her a copy of the book, with the same author, though, a different book, but the same author, because he figured. And she's like, oh, I really like this. So, she seems like a cool little girl, and I don't know, hope it works out. Jake, keep your freaking hands off of this girl.
We already got a warning.
Right.
We already got a warning.
Hands off.
There she is, sad. I feel bad for her. So now, guys, we're going down to the final scenes, and looky, this couple coming through. I don't know how y'all feel about us getting this, very smooth episode, even though it's only 3. Do y'all know how many episodes we get this season?
I didn't even know we was gonna be on Fridays.
Yeah, right. Me too.
Man, I don't know nothing.
So, okay. Brillo told my water bill is due. So I guess he agrees with you about the people that, your death predictions.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Tiffany gets her water turned off, by, just because she keeps on getting herself in these entanglements. All right. So now the kid says, Mommy, look at Grandma and Grandpa under the mistletoe. They could not wait to get their hands on each other. And I already know the way they acting, they cannot wait to get in the sheets.
Boom.
Good luck. That's all you can say. Good luck.
They better not turn Papa water off. But you had him on there. You had him on your little game show thing, Brillo. The heck?
Look, Kay, she calling you out.
Well, he said Papa water was gonna get turned off.
No, I said.
Remember when he had between where we had to choose who water was turned
off? When he was doing the battle of the thing. That's right.
Yeah, and he had Papa up there. I'm like, are you serious? So listen, they ready to get it on. And this dude is like, whoa, what are y'all doing? Stop. But then he gets amused by it. He's taking a picture. Then he over here sending it to Keisha, who I thought honestly was going to show up.
I thought she was too.
Yeah, and she didn't show up. So, and she was like, where's Suede? And I laughed when he did that.
Look at his emoji.
Yeah. I laughed when he sent that emoji. I was like, oh my gosh, this is too hilarious, too cute. Okay. But that was pretty much that. Did y'all want to sum anything up before we get out of here? I'm starting with you, Nita.
No, I think
10 episodes.
10 episodes. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the norm. I think 10 episodes.
I hope this is the end. I don't want no more seasons.
Me neither, because I feel like we're like retreading.
Yeah.
You try to make sense out of nothing, and you trying to rekindle relationships from the past and all that stuff, and you already know it should be a child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's getting any better with like the storylines. So I'm over it. What you think, Moochie?
Well, he did say he wished she was there. He did tell her that.
Yeah.
I want him to don't break this little celibacy challenge. So that way they could bond and have an actual friendship before they start being intimate.
Right. And another thing too is we don't really know how quick Keisha's gonna want to get into having sex again, because it could trigger her,
Yeah, exactly.
So she might not be ready for that, and it could be perfect, because Emmett is practicing celibacy and she's probably not ready. So that might be a little moment. If they do get back together, it might be this moment where it's kind of like, a tender virginity type of situation. You know what I'm saying? For both of them, really. So I don't know. I'm not really like caping for their situation, but I'm not mad at it because I do think they were always cute in their interactions together as friends.
Me
but
too.
because she's friends with Tiff now, I'm not really here for it.
Yeah, I just want to know how is that gonna play out.
Yeah, that's not gonna be good.
No.
But at the end of the day, I feel like her and Emmett have grown from the beginning to where they are now.
You mean Tiffany and
Keisha
and Emmett.
Keisha and Emmett. And I feel like it's genuine, but I don't know. The thing about Tiff is I just feel like she's so willy-nilly. She's just like jumping on any dick that she can. Yeah. Just like, girl, what? Like, no. And I just feel like there's no genuineness there. Even though the dude, like, don't be confused. They will do anything.
But Dante let her know, look, I ain't your man.
Right. Dante was in here for
remember, she wanted a relationship with him.
She got attached.
He was like, look, I ain't your man.
Right. Yep. And it's different. That's why she's saying she don't want a relationship with this dude, because she was like, you don't know when somebody gonna turn the tables on you.
She feel like it seemed like she want to still mess around with dude though.
Good. And then next thing you know, they like, oh no, I don't fuck with you no more. I'm like, like, I mean,
she should have known that though. That was kind of dumb of her. She was married to Emmett, and then it was about a whole open relationship. But then you was trying to catch feelings and get attached to this dude. I mean, not to say that it doesn't happen, but you are the one who came up with this whole thing. How are you trying to catch feelings for somebody?
She listened to them dudes. That's why. Yeah, that's when she messed up.
It was stupid.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Tamika. It's gonna be a thing. I even though they set it all up, they said she was like, well, what if he moves on? You ain't say what if he move on with me.
She didn't. Well, okay, she didn't mention that, but I feel like if they do get into it, I feel like they are going to have a conversation about it.
Yeah, the whole thing is that,
and I think she's going to be mature about it too. I think it's.
I hope so. I hope so. Because if Tiff and Keisha had a relationship, I hope it was bigger than Emmett. That's all. Like, I hope that they can work through it and it's bigger than, you might be salty, but guess what? Emmett worked through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just seen it in this episode. Right. He came over. You gotta work through it. And now next time, Tiffany, you gotta put your big girl panties on. And if Keisha is coming over, then you just gotta work through it too. Yeah. And that's just what it is.
Just like how you had to work it with the baby mamas, the other baby mamas, because you was last to the table,
Same thing.
And you was the one that he married. So there's that. So we have Karen Jones saying this is the final season. We got Support Gaming saying that season 6 and 7 has been confirmed. I don't since when do they ever confirm 6 and 7?
I'm looking right now.
I don't know about that.
We gotta do some research because I'm
checking now.
Yeah, that sounds like a bunch of malarkey.
I ain't heard that at all.
Patty says that if they do another season, she hopes that it's more about Duda, Quentin, and Victor being corrupt. I want some real gangster-ish for the final season. I just don't want any more. And I get what you're saying, Patty. But I'm just tired. You know how you just get tired of certain, it's like, all right, you've done enough for me. That's kind of where I'm at. And I don't really know if I like Duda that much to be trying to see him.
Brillo say y'all just wanted to be over. We do.
Yes.
Because we don't feel like that they really carried the story in any kind of way that feels like you're connected or anything that makes sense. Like, why are we still just spinning our wheels about something that makes sense? Like, a lot of times we sit up here like, what? Like,
I'm seeing here it has not been confirmed for a 6th season.
Yeah,
and it has not been canceled.
Oh my God.
Right, Oliver. Hey, Oliver.
Where you saw that at
You know, support be talking out his neck. Oliver, hey, Tiff gonna look back when she see Keisha and Emmett happy. Yup.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, of course. It's gonna happen. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens to the first person that it happens to, but after that, it don't happen again. But the very first person after the breakup, it always happens. Boy, girl, man, child, whatever. You gonna feel away.
Yep. And that's that. Hey. Oliver said the writing is going wild. Like I mean, I feel like
they've been reeling it back in.
They trying to, because last season was like,
wow.
How a mayor abandoned his post like that? Come on.
Who?
Right. Take the police away. Take the mayor.
Oh yeah. Right.
Like what?
And now he coming back talking about I had them eating out the palm of my hand. So what does this mean for this guy? You know, I don't understand all of this, but
crazy. It's crazy.
Neither. Whatever. Anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. You know, it's 1:30. Cinnamon says, I feel they just dropped Kev's story and he's supposed to be a main character. Right. It's like they pushed him to the back. That's why I was like, you know, I'm still gonna honor Kev and just put him in here, even though his little storyline is type weak right now. But yeah, they pushing my man to the back burner.
It's cute. I think
it's a cute story, but they pushing, you know, you could tell they pushing him to the back. And it's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Okay.
I
guess because adults, like, I mean, he's at a point, like, do y'all want to see kids effing?
No.
Like, I mean, they at this point where, like,
we already saw it last season with that.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that maybe that's why they are focusing on the adults. And the same thing about Tariq. Like, we don't really want to see him.
Right, you don't want to see Tariq in it.
You know what I'm saying? We want to wait for the full grown. Got the muscles and all that.
Right. Getting it in like his daddy used to.
Right.
Wow. LSW, hey. She said, I haven't subscribed yet for this season. You guys are doing a good job explaining this season. Thank you.
You don't have to subscribe.
What that mean?
Do it. Just do it.
What does the Disney effect mean? I'm not getting that.
I don't know. I feel like I know, but I don't know. Oh, wait. Yo, why don't I have my pictures? I'm so annoyed. I had all the pictures. What the heck happened to my pictures? I had a picture of Jada sitting this guy down. What's his name? Swade. I had all that. What the heck? I hate when that happens, guys. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we can talk.
Where was it confirmed support gaming? Because I just Googled it.
Everything gets lost sometimes. But anyway, we got to talk about that really, really quickly. All right. So she sits him down and she shows him the ring and he's like, oh, you found it and all of this. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, all right, so what do you think? And she says, well, I just don't think that we should get engaged. Like, we got some things to work out. And I don't think...
I got the article. Sorry.
Moochie. He said, I don't think we should be engaged in what that you just threw me off just now. Can y'all help me out?
Be engaged because
when we're in a rut. Yeah, I don't think that we should get engaged just because we're in a rut.
We're going through a rut.
Yeah, she said just because we're in a rut.
I don't feel. Where was the rut?
That's what I was saying. So let's have a little fun with this real quick. This is the reason why I'm glad I didn't forget.
Oh, you got super chat.
So here goes the definition of a rut, okay? A habit or pattern of behavior that has become dull and unproductive, but it's hard to change.
So she's bored.
Yes.
That's what she feels like.
Yeah, that's what
that's
she
not
feels
what
like.
He feels like.
Thank you.
But he's trying to change that by going away.
Let's go to Cabo. Let's do this. Let's do that.
You know what, Nita? You touched on it last week. You did say something about people love, struggle love. Maybe Jada's one of them.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me acknowledge the super chat. Thank you so much, Oliver Spartan, for the $9.99. He said, I need to set my alarm and alerts. I'm always basically missing some of y'all.
Hit the notification.
For some reason,
notifications.
Yeah, turn on that notification. I'm so glad to have you, though.
They were not in a rut.
Much. Yeah, they were in a rut. That's why I was like, you know what, let me have a little fun with this and let's go ahead and go to the definition. But obviously we see from the definition, she's using it correctly because she's bored. That's the same thing they were talking about last week when they had their little girl talk and she told the girls that, you know, she kissed Darnell acting like a little schoolgirl, like it was just the best thing ever in life. And you had Nina over there saying, you know, maybe she's just bored because she don't know what, she never been in a stable relationship.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I think it seemed like she misses the drama.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and that's why I just get mad about the programming that happens at a young age, and that's why I'm always like such a big component of stop teaching these young girls this toxic shit. Stop teaching boys this. Like no, like I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't equate to anything. I mean, it just still keeps equating to dysfunction. But if I like it, I love it. Y'all like it, I love it. Whatever.
Yep.
She's gonna have to deal with all the baby mama drama that with his other kids. You still got Dom if he's gonna start messing with her again.
Right.
I think this is a bad idea.
He gotta cut Dom loose.
Yeah.
If he hasn't already. So Patty said, yep, if she go back with Darnell, she loves struggle love. She can have it. I'm going to Cabo. Bump that. Exactly.
Oh, Patty.
Because
me too.
Is what's the name trying to go to Cabo? Darnell? With his Bluetooth?
Yeah. No, he seemed like the type of dude that wears socks and sandals at the beach.
Girl, that nigga taking you to NOLA. He taking you to the Essence Festival.
With socks and sandals on.
The rut is Darnell. Right, Cinnamon. I ain't know they was in a rut. Exactly. That's why I'm like, what are you talking about, girl? We gonna have to talk about this. What rut?
You know what? I think that whole cancer scare must have had some kind of weird effect on her. Yeah. You know, sometimes it make you go this way. Maybe it made her go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like different circumstances affect people differently. And so maybe she feels like she wants that old feeling back. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like maybe if she was on a regular, you know, like we're growing and we're maturing and stuff like that. But then maybe if she had this whole thing, my life flashed before my eyes, let me take advantage of what I wanted and get that.
You get that, like a bucket list type of situation, right?
Yeah, like let's see how that pans out.
Right.
I don't know. It's not me. I'm like,
you're right though, because someone else, your queen Yolanda, she said that as well. She said Jada has been working her nerve, but there's some things, you know, she's trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because the situation that she went through might be, you know, causing her to act like this. So I don't know. But look at the like Mochi. Support Gaming says with all these cheating storylines, right? With all these cheating storylines, they need to write an SDD storyline and wrap it all up. Exactly. Real.
All right.
Maybe now, she thinks Clay gonna resent getting with the older woman later on because he might want kids and she is past that.
Oh, I mean, I never thought about that.
But you know what? It would be good. It would have been cool if she would have expressed that, but it just seems like it's because she has feelings for Darnell.
Yeah, and that was never the storyline.
Yeah,
you remember Tammy Roman and her man.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
But
and she expressed that.
Hinted towards that though,
right?
In the storyline, they never said nothing about kids and nothing. They never had that discussion. They could have had the discussion, and then maybe we can rationalize it that way. But
right,
that's the only way I could see them like dead in the relationship if he's gonna say he want kids.
Right. Yeah, and I feel like that's probably how they should have probably wrote it out instead of making it where she's like having
dumb looking like a bird.
When they have the black girl looking like she got to hop on some peen all the time.
Right. I'm like, come on now.
Girl, I know
that would have been cuter because feel like she would have been more, she's trying to think of his feelings and everything, but instead, no, she too hung up on Darnell. Darnell, the mistletoe peanut.
But you know what? The whole thing about that, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when writers do things, like I feel like I remember like in seasons 1 through 3 and 4, whatever. I feel like the men always like, oh, that you can never have a good black man and all this other stuff. And now maybe they're saying you can't have a good black girl because it feels like all of the women are being written bad. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe they're trying to course correct without. I don't know, but it feels like they were doing the dudes bad, and then doing the girls.
Maybe they trying to make it fair a little bit.
I don't know.
Y'all right. I forgot this only a show. I'm making up my own story. Like, no, you good though. You
look, we trying to make sense of it.
Yes, you doing some good work in the comments. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. That would have been perfect though. I think that would have been a perfect way to end the relationship. But instead they had Instead they had her doing all of that. So I don't know.
That's the one that made the most sense. It made the most sense.
Yep. I like that T-shirt, Moochie. Top Gun.
Thank you.
Did you see that second one?
I want to see it. I was supposed to. My brother-in-law and my brother was watching it the other night, but
what did they say?
They was in the middle of it. It seemed like it was really good, and I didn't want to. I just walked past the TV
because you couldn't see it from the beginning.
Right.
Watch it from the beginning.
But I'm gonna catch it this weekend.
It was.
I tried to.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure you join us again on Sunday it should be 8:05. It's most likely going to be 8:30 because I have to, I'm flying to the west side and I got to make sure I get everything settled. So 8:30, join us to talk about P Valley. All right. Then y'all going to go on Moochie's channel. Monday, talk about P Valley. And then, Tuesday, you talk about the Shy again. And what you doing,
but we got a different approach.
Yeah, different approach. What you talking about, Nita?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones on next Friday. And whatever else, keep your notification bell.
I gotta add something else. We doing Housewives. Yeah. Real Housewives, Love and Mercy Huntsville, and Love and Mercy. See, reality shows for me.
Yes. So that is that. Thank you so much, all y'all night owls. I love that I'm in good company. Know, right? Okay. Patty, Karen Jones, Support Gaming, LSW. Oliver, thank you again. Eric Iverson, thank you all. I love you guys. Thank you, Moochie and Nita. Mwah. And you guys have a blessed one. I'll see you Sunday, hopefully, and have a good night. Bye-bye.